Hi guys, welcome back to our Maine homestead. It's a nice morning after a big rain, so we don't have any bugs right now, so it is a perfect time to come out here and start talking to you guys about some elderflower salve that I'm going to be making. We have several elder plants, bushes, shrubs, I'm not really sure what they're called, on the property, and lucky enough that they're right here in the main clearing that we have inhabited. So I am going to pick some of these flowers and talk to you about the process for making salve. I'm also going to be incorporating some rose hips that were foraged straight from the homestead as well. So this will be my first time making an elderflower and rosehip salve. I have already started the oil infusion process, so I will just fast forward and tell you guys exactly how I did that oil infusion and how long it needs to sit before the next step of the process. The recipe that I'm using for the elderflower and rosehip salve is from thenerdfarmwife.com, which I will put a link to right here, so you can check it out if you'd like. And I did a little bit of a variation on that. Her recipe actually calls for a rosehip seed oil to be added in later on during the cooking process. But I had some rose hips that my mom and I collected last fall that I dried and saved, and so I actually crushed those up and put those into the initial oil infusion. So I had a 1/4 pint jar of elderflowers, which equals about a 1/2 cup. And then I just grabbed kind of a handful of rose hips, dried rose hips that I put into my mortar and pestle. Sorry about the black flies. My mortar and pestle, kind of crushed those, bruised those, and then put both of those things into a pint jar and filled the pint jar up with a combination of oils. So I did coconut, avocado, and olive oil. So I just have to store that in a dark, cool place for about 4 to 6 weeks. Just shaking the jar anytime I think of it. And then after about 6 weeks, we will meet back here and I will share the rest of the recipe with you guys. Alright, if I'm being completely honest, it has been well over 6 weeks since my oil infusion has been doing its magic, but I've got it here now, and I am going to strain this off and grab my other supplies, and we're going to start making some salve now. Alright, I've got all my ingredients together, so I've got about 1 1/4 cup of my elderflower and rosehip infused oil, and then I've got some yellow beeswax that I've used in several of my other salves and body butters and things like that. So I'll be using about 5 tablespoons of the beeswax pellets. I have a makeshift double boiler that I will be melting the beeswax into that initial oil infusion, and then all we have to do is add our essential oils. I've got lavender and lemon, so I'll be putting those in there, and then I'm assuming probably about 25 drops. So I'll probably do like 12 and 13 or something like that. And then I've got a little tin, a little 2-ounce tin that I'm going to pour some in because I'm sending some out to my cousin. So I'm making a special little batch for her, and then I'm just going to pour the rest into a pint jar and just use out of that as our family needs it. So here we go. So I made a lavender batch in the little 2-ounce tin for my cousin, and then I made a lavender lemon batch that I put in the pint jar for our family to use. I'm gonna let those cool off. I'll show you what they look like after they cool down. And thank you so much for tagging along and watching me make this salve. It has been a long time coming for sure, and it's gonna be a nice salve to add to our stockpile in the house. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Please like and comment on this video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.